It's the Line Makers on Sporting News.
Thursday night college hoops, and it's a big rivalry game. We bring the big shooter Kenny White out of the woodwork for this one. I'm Brian Blessing. Is that a foul shot or a three-pointer?
That was a three-pointer from half court.
Nothing but net?
Easy.
All right. Zags, 12-point favorites, totals 155. There is history between these two teams. Last year, in fact, St. Marys went 2-1 in the series and beat the Zags in overtime, the conference championship game right here in Las Vegas.
And finally, we have seen some of these blood rivalry games. Both teams travel very well. And I shouldn't say both teams travel well. I'm going to tell you, Gonzaga brought 5,000 people and St. Mary's brought 1,000. Yeah. But it was such a great game, and it was fun to see St. Mary's break through.
What do you make of St. Mary's, Kenny? I mean, they got a modest 4-game winning streak going, but I got news for you. I watched from start to finish the game with Harvard. Harvard got jobbed. I mean, they were home cooking. Harvard should have beat them. Seems like a little bit of a down year for St. Mary's.
I know it is. They lost some talent to this team. However, they have a couple of players that have been out the entire season so far. Paul McCoy, when he comes back, a transfer guard from SMU, and also Tim Williams, a big man in the middle, will add depth to this team. They're going to help them out in the run. St. Mary's is right on the fringe of a NCAA tournament team.
Dellavedova's got tons of ability, but I think just watching them play, there's a lot of standing around, guys watching him.
That's amazing because St. Mary's is always a team that runs a good motion offense. They're very, very patient. They'll run if you give the opportunity, but it's usually not there. I like the job that Randy Bennett has done. Watch Brad Waldo. They always say, where's Waldo? Brad Waldo, he's the star besides Dellavedova, the St. Mary's team.
All right, the Zags, just one loss on their resume. It came at the hands of Illinois. But again, Hughes got this team loaded for bear, and he's not ducking anybody.
No, it is the best Gonzaga team that he's ever had. This is a team that can go to the Final Four. Right now on a neutral court, I would only make Indiana 4-point favorites.
Is that right?
Over this Zag team. They're loaded with Harris, Dower, Bell, Landry, Pangos. Olenek now in the mix, playing great, the best of anybody. I should have named him first. And David Stockton adds in and provides support.
One final footnote on this game. If you've ever seen the Zags at the MAC up in Spokane, I've seen it several times this year. He'll have a big lead. He's leaving the starters until about a minute to go, and they're still launching threes. He's like Belichick. He's more than willing to lay the lumber to you.
No doubt about it. There's going to be a big number in this game, and we mentioned that 4,000 to 5,000 people came to Vegas, and that's not just once. This is like 4 years in a row now they bring these people. The MAC only sits 6,000. They sell out every game. It's one of the best home courts in college basketball.
And it's one of the best rivalries in basketball. It's Gonzaga taking on St. Mary's.